I've been getting a lot of questions like these lately, so I thought I'd make a video about it. What are all of the things I still love and still use 1 year later? I'm going to show you today. These are my ride or die, almost daily products. And if they're not daily, they're just things that I can rely on in a pinch. Things that I know are going to work always. Let's start with this one. This is the AHA BHA peeling solution from The Ordinary. Yes, I still use this. I use this on a weekly basis, and you can see that I'm nearly out of this one, and I need more because I go through this. I never get tired of this. It always works. It takes off the top layer of dead skin. I love it. I love a lot of The Ordinary products. I do not always use the same thing over and over again, but this one thing I do. My Qure LED masks. One for my face, one for my neck and chest. Nightly. Nightly. Every night. Even if I'm taking a short trip where I'm not getting on an airplane, I take these. I am going to talk about a few Qure products today because I love them. I've been using them now for over a year, and I really credit them for my skin looking so fresh and youthful. I got into Qure by watching those videos by Dr. Shah and Dr. Maxfield. I really love those guys. I think their information is really clearly presented and cool. I like it. And when I saw that they were promoting that, I trust them. And it works. Like, to trust them on skin stuff, that works. And then I found out for myself that it works. And the question I get most about these Qure masks is, what kind of difference do you feel it makes in your skin? I feel that it totally brightens my skin and decreases redness. It may be helping with my fine lines. I do a lot to my face, so I'm not sure what's helping the most with my fine lines. I have a feeling it's the thing I'm mentioning a little bit later, but this definitely makes my skin look brighter, more even, less red. I love it. Okay, commonly asked question, how often do you charge these? Maybe once a week. Another commonly asked question is, do I use Botox and fillers? No, I do not. I only use these devices and the microinfusion. Let's talk about that in a minute. You're not going to find any better super deal than right now, Black Friday. I'm serious. You can find bundles there. You can get both of these things and more things from Qure for less than half of their normal price. This is the time. I know a lot of you were waiting for a good sale, and that's part of the reason I'm making this video right now, is because I want to let you know there's a good sale. Go. Oh, the other question I get about that is, how do you clean them? How do you sanitize them? I get this dermal mist from Qure, and I spray the inside of the masks and I wipe them down with a cotton ball. And you could do that with a damp cloth as well. I just like this because it has antimicrobial properties, and that's what I use. Maybe you have noticed this lipstick I'm wearing. I love it. It's from MAC, of course. So that's another thing that after a year, in fact, I've been wearing MAC lipsticks since the 90s. I love MAC lipsticks. I know that they always have a color for me. Like, if the shade that I'm trying on isn't quite perfect, I know that there's one right next to it that will be. I can always rely on MAC lipsticks to nail the colors that I need. Lately, I've needed a new red, and I got MAC's Bricola lipstick instead of Russian red, and I love it. I love how just this slight difference in color made a huge difference with how it looks with my new gray hair look. Some of their lipsticks are matte, some are satin. I like them all. Oh, there's another thing. There's another thing that you might want to get from Qure. A lot of people have been asking me about the microneedling. Qure's microinfusion system is what I credit for helping me with my fine lines. It's a little tiny glass vial with gold needles that you switch out every single time you use them, so they are sterile. And that's something that people worry about, and they should. When poking little tiny needles into their skin, it should be sterile. You should really worry about how clean your stuff is, and that's impossible to do with a derma roller. And plus, derma rollers aren't that good for your skin. This is a stamp. It doesn't take long to do. You do it every 2 weeks. I do it whenever I see fine lines cropping up. It just means that my skin might need like some renewing. It needs some help renewing. Maybe it needs some collagen help. This really helps. So when I start to see my fine lines creep up, I come in with this little baby and I stamp the heck out of my face. And then I put their serum on top of that. And I know that this is totally reading like a Qure commercial, but I'm sorry, I just love all this stuff, and I just want to tell you that it's all on sale right now. And that's what people are often asking me. When does it go on sale? So answering questions here today. The thing about the microneedling is that it seems expensive at first when you take a look at it. I mean, it's on sale right now, so it's way cheaper, but it seems expensive at first until you look into how much this costs at a dermatologist's office. It costs way more. And the commonly asked question about the microinfusion is, does it make you bleed? And no, I do not bleed. Another question is, does it hurt? And I do not find this painful. I find it a little more sensitive on bony parts, like this part of my forehead, and maybe like around the top of my lip, above my lip. But the rest of my skin, not at all. Another question is, does it stay red? No, stays red for about 5 minutes afterwards, 10 minutes afterwards. I just put the serum on top and I go to sleep and I let my skin heal. In the morning, no redness. Of course, you always want to be careful if you have sensitive skin. You want to do tests if you've had problems in the past with your skin. I'm one of these people that I can basically throw anything on my skin, doesn't bother me. So you do you. You know yourself best. And a 6-month supply of this right now, 70% off. Not going to find a better deal. And if you're already a big fan of the microinfusion set, they have this kind of travel kit that's in limited edition this year, but there's something kind of cool about it. It has this little travel case, and this travel case carries your travel microinfusion set. I like the idea of using this for a travel makeup set, like a 5-item travel makeup set, but what I really like is this lighted mirror. Hello, I love that. This is a really cute case and could make a very good gift for people who really like their microneedling. I need to mention this now because it's part of the sale and it's limited edition. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Something I use every single morning. I've been putting protein powder in my coffee for the past year, and I don't plan on stopping because it makes me feel good and full and balanced. So I've been very happy with this Orgain protein powder. I like the vanilla. Some people might like chocolate. I'm a fan of this. And I just feel really good when I use it. I've been using this over a year, and that is the NYX Lift and Snatch pen for eyebrows. This thing is incredible. It has a very super fine tip and you can draw on individual hairs, thick or thin, and it stays for a really long time. I had been using it in ash brown for a long time, but I just recently switched to taupe, which is a lighter color, and that's because my hair has a lot more gray in it these days, and I feel like the rest of it has less pigment. So overall, my colors are much lighter. So I switched my eyebrows to a lighter color and I love that pen. And then I'll usually put some sort of eyebrow gel on top of that, but that pen is what I put on first. I have to draw in some individual hairs over here. Castor oil. People always ask me, are you still using castor oil? Yes, I do use it, not every night, but when I feel like I need extra moisture. I credit castor oil for helping me grow back this eyebrow, which is nearly almost complete. And you know, when I said that I really liked this Typology lash and brow serum and it helped me grow my eyebrow back, it's not that I was using something different. This has castor oil in it. I just really like this because it also has extra things in it, and it has this little mascara applicator for my eyebrow. It makes it easier, less mess. I just really love castor oil for its skin soothing properties. Also, I feel like it helps your wrinkles settle down a bit. I don't know if it's a visual trick or if it just helps your skin relax, but it really does seem to help with fine lines and wrinkles. I've now been using that for quite a long time. So during this talk, I've had videos pop up here, and I'm going to have videos down in the description on each one of these things if I've talked about it in the past. And if you're still on the fence about trying any one of these, you can watch a longer video. I'm trying to tear through this, can you tell? I just don't want this to be a forever video, so let me get back on it. This is my Ride or Die mascara, and I'm not going to say it's the best mascara. It's just the one that I can rely on. If I'm going to, suppose I'm going on a bike trip. That sounds like a dream right now. I'm going on a bike trip. I'm going to be out in some weather, in some sun. There might be sunscreen on my face. I don't want a mascara that is not waterproof, and I don't want a mascara that's too waterproof. So I don't want one that's running down my face, and I don't want one that's impossible to take off. This CoverGirl Remarkable Mascara is somewhere right in the middle. And I have used this since I was a teenager. I think it came out when I was a teenager or my early 20s. And I've been using it. And I use this when I know I have to count on something. I try a lot of mascaras, and today I'm not even wearing this. But I wear a different mascara for whatever the needs are for the day. And sometimes I want really voluptuous lashes. That's not this one. Sometimes I want really dark lashes. That could be this one. Sometimes I want long lashes. That is not this one. And sometimes I want to do sports. And that is this one. So this is my reliable mascara that doesn't flake, doesn't smudge, still washes off with soap. I like it. And here's something that I used a year ago. And because I used it a year ago, I really don't have to use it much anymore. And that's my You Like hair removal device. Oh my gosh, changed my life. I never have to shave anymore. I just recently went on a week-long trip and I didn't even bring a razor. That was not me 2 years ago. As I like to say, I was a big hairy baby. I don't know why I like to say it like that, but I do. But this hair removal device is really easy to use. It takes some commitment for about 6 weeks to really see results, and I committed to it, and I'm so glad I did. It has made my life so much easier. I spend so much less time in the shower and way less time worrying about whether my legs are stubbly. It's not something I worry about at all anymore. It doesn't cross my mind. I would have never thought that would be me 2 years ago. For all of these things that I'm mentioning, I may have discount codes below. So don't go off willy-nilly without getting your discount, because these are all things that I tried either through my own volition or things that were sent to me in the past. And sometimes I have relationships with these companies and they do give me an exclusive code. So before you purchase anything, check for a discount code. And the last thing I'm going to mention is these two items. You can pull it out of the closet, look great in an instant, and feel great all day. The Stretch Kick Flare jeans from Quince, which fit amazingly. They have stretch and they have a little bit of a sassiness at the ankle. And the $50 cashmere V-neck sweater, which is like a no-brainer, looks amazing every single time. This is an outfit that always serves me well in the winter on any day for any occasion. And that's it for now. I'm sure I have other things that I just truly love, and I'm just not thinking of them right now. But I wanted to get this information out to you quickly because I knew there was a Qure sale and I knew there were other things I wanted to talk about. So I hope you liked this. And why don't you put in the comments what items you cannot be without, things that you use daily that you have for years. I want to keep the conversation going and maybe I'll find something new to try. I'll see you soon.